is stuck in my head and I don't know what to do. How do you feel about me? How do you feel about me, girl? Is it how we used to be? Is it how we used to be? Woke up in the bitch like, what's up? Haven't seen your face since 2 months. Now I've done a shit not just once. Yeah, do you notice me anymore? Girl, you know we've been here before. Girl, quit the act and live with me. And we both know it's no secret now. You got my head on the ground, oh, oh. You got it all. Can't you see? You weren't made for me. You weren't made for me at all. Give it up, 'cause I know that you're not satisfied at all.
Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Oh, I need some water. Alrighty. We get to start on a new set of chapters this week. I even did some research and found some reference images for some stuff that we can use. I'm excited. So we will put my headphones on so I can listen to the awesome music. It's NCS Best Gaming Music Playlist. We do need to do our warm-ups first. Oh. Pardon me. My goodness. Oh, I need to move my desk up. That's what I needed to do. Okay. Sorry, the music's still too loud for me. I don't think I'm awake yet. I mean, I'm not. I slept terribly last night. Okay. Focus. We do some warm-up stuff. I would like, can we do, 50%, not 55%? I mean, probably. Oh, well. Feeling a little, magenta-ish today. Oh, my chair has found a spot that it doesn't want to get out of. Wow. I took my allergy meds this morning. My allergies have been crazy the past couple of days. Go over here and in here. God, that actually hurts. What did I do last night? In my inability to sleep. What brush do we have? This is the one we're supposed to be using. I don't know why I did that. Oh well, we're just gonna warm up. I did do some exercises this morning, but again, my 100% was not a lot. Whee. Oof. had a good week. I did absolutely nothing notable this weekend. It was great. That's not true. I did do a couple of things, but they're like birthday present kind of things. Oh boy. Construction continues on across the street. There are some days like I feel like I can feel the ground like shaking when they're doing whatever they're doing. And I don't know if it's just me imagining it or if it's like real. Did some sketches for another project that I'm looking at getting into. Like a new paint series, like on like normal like paint. Which could be cool. Just like sketchy things though, not like a serious investigation into it. But gotta start somewhere. God, they're terrible. Like the spacing's all jacked. I don't know, because I slept weird. My shoulders all, like, not happy. We can slow it down a bit, I suppose. Gosh. This is why you see people on like on their shorts or doing time lapses, because drawing is slow if you want it to look good. I was about to say, oh, this one's turning out okay, but itchy. Ugh. Alright, we got circles. gosh. It's gonna be one of those days where, like, art is hard. I mean, if that's what it's going to be like, I guess that's what it's going to be like. It's not like anything I can do about it other than not do art. And that's not what we're here for today. We are here to do art. They're getting better. Like looser, more flowy. So warming up is actually working. All right, we'll do some spirals next. If the software will let me. Okay, that was totally my bad. Kind of zoning out. Like my eyes became unfocused and I just went with the vibe. Spirals took me. What if we just for S&Gs? Color, no, let's just do a color overlay, but we'll make it like and let's do like blue. Let's do this one too. Whoa. Oh, whoops. Undo. I didn't mean to do that. I was like, maybe we could move the blues. It's kind of trippy. Kind of trippy, a little fun. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so we are gonna do we're gonna do a scene. I think it's gonna be similar to the previous one because they have to walk more before they get to the cliffs. So she rode a long, long way until they came to a large steep cliff. The white bear knocked on it, a door opened, and they came into the castle, where there were many rooms all lit up, rooms gleaming with silver and gold. Further, there was a table set there, and it was all as grand could be. Then the white bear gave her a silver bell, and when she wanted anything, she only had to ring it, and she would get it at once. So we're going to start off with the steep cliff and the bear knocking on the cliff and the doors opening. And I was looking for some pictures of some cliffs, and I think I found one that I think would work pretty cool. So I'm thinking like this one. I like this one. And we don't have to put the houses there. We can just do the cliff and stuff. And then there's this kind of range in Utah that I thought would be kind of cool also. Like this cliff part could be like somewhere in here. Then there could also be like a forest or something. I don't know. And is this the other one? Also got this one, some Rocky Mountains, which might work a little better just because there's got the plateau. So like it's more believable that there's a castle or something inside the cliff. So I'm like, maybe we use this as like the cliffs, and then like this one as the entrance point, like because I got that little notch there that could be like a little overhang and the door could be hiding in there. I think that's like super good idea. And it'd be easy to, like, the mountain structure is similar to these ones from the Rockies, so I mean it's basically changing the stone type, which is easy to do if you're an artist. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're not going to use these Utah ones. I'm getting lost in the music. Okay, we're going to do some sketchy type things though first, because we need to kind of figure out the layout. And I think, again, like, I think we kind of want to do something similar to how the last panel was. Maybe I can open that last panel in recent. So, like, we got the transition between the different biomes and stuff. So what if we do, gosh, well, Froggy. Oh. Okay. I'm thinking. They rode a long, long way until they came to a steep cliff. So what if we do... we just need, like... You know when it was, it's one of the Lord of the Rings movies. I want to say it was like Fellowship of the Ring. I mean, it was probably in all of them. But like, just the big expanses. And like the little people like on the ridges, I kind of want to do something like that. My brain is not clicking with like how to do it. Because I don't want to just have the one scene. I kind of want to, like, I don't know. We got 4. So if we do 4, and this is the cliff, right? Looks more like a tree right now. And we just put, we got trees. Maybe some things hanging off. Hang on, I gotta. Fearless. That's what the song's called, right? Fearless. Funk mix. Okay, let me redo this. So, where's my cliff? All right, so we're obviously going to flip this. Oops, I did not hit the right flip. Okay. So, like, I mean, we're not going to see the top. So, if we hide that for a minute, because the part that I care about is like this part. Just because it kind of looks like a natural doorway. And it's just going to be rocky. Maybe some trees. Something like that. And we can put some trees that get smaller. Maybe some more trees over here. Right, and it's just kind of rocky. We can put, I kind of like the idea of like another shelf being up here with branches and green things. Like, let's be green, let's be green. These are trees. Got green things. And green things. Can be this crack with some green things. Green things everywhere. Might be like green things. Okay, let's go back to the hot pink. We do the green things, and then this is going to be like the door. So we need our bear. Right, We got our bear. He's knocking. All right. So before they get here, we can put something here. We can kind of make like a path. No, I want it done this way. I think we can kind of make like a path. And we've already gone through 3 biomes. So we can kind of just cycle them, right? Because the other one there was her homeland. Then we did like a meadowy scene with a river. And then we did like a meadowy tundra type scene. So maybe we do maybe we do another forest. So forest, and maybe we do the forest kind of again like that. And then we do the trees that branch up like a tunnel. And I'm thinking we do the bear walking in between the panels. That's terrible. Because then we can have the forest trees, right? I effed up my shoulder again last night. That's not nice. It does not feel good at all. Don't injure yourself. Learn your limits and don't injure yourself. Of course, the best way to learn your limits is by injuring yourself. Go figure. I'm out of tea. I also haven't eaten yet. I do have my breakfast yogurt here. It is like, I put a lot of frozen berries in it, so it's like half a cup of frozen berries, like mixed berries, and half a nectarine, and then I think it's protein yogurt. I think it's the 23 gram per serving protein yogurt, or the 25, I don't remember. And then granola with little itty bitty chocolate chips, because those are amazing. They do get stuck in my molars though, but they're still amazing. It's like a little flavor for later. Alright, so if they're walking through the forest, or a forest that's, you know, what do we want to have after the forest? We did a tundra in the other one. Oh my god, this is terrible AI animation on this video. It can't be. Somebody just made some terrible animation for this music video. It's like a visualizer thing. It's an old thing. I've already gone through 200 of them. No, I have it on shuffle. There's no way we could have gone through 200 songs already. It's only been half an hour. It's just because it's on shuffle. Okay, I don't want to do forest and then river again, so I'm thinking we do, maybe do like a little meadowy scene. Little Howl's Moving Castle, meadow on some hills. Oh, if I do that, I don't want him there. So if we do, we can put the bear up here. And we just have like flowers everywhere. This is a mess. This is the sketching process. Sometimes it's just a mess. Okay, and then the next, I think we will actually do a river this. I did a river flowing that way last time. So if we come from behind the cliff and around, we've got flowers above us. Maybe we do a desert. I'm kind of thinking like a dune. How do you do sand dunes? Oh shit, how do you do sand dunes? Internet to the rescue. That's what we want. Okay, we're gonna get this one. And then I think we're gonna get this one. It's got like some scrubby brush in it. This could also work. Oh. Okay, we're not doing sand dune there. We're gonna do like a sand dune type thing here. So we might do like a little bit of a river with some trees or something, and then have the footprints on the sand dune coming up to the mountain. I got a reference image, so we're gonna pop that up here so we can do the brain thing. So we got that one, and this one, this one. This is the one that gave me the idea. See, because there's the mountain range there, and we've got like this dryish mountain range. And so I'm thinking if we just have the footprints with the little sand texture stuff, that could be cool. And then this one's got like some scrubby brush in it. So if we like, so if we do like the top edge of the sand dune, we can even make it a little zigzaggy, and then have the sand dune texture coming off, but also have like a little scrubby thing here. Oh, that's too. No, it needs to come down. How am I gonna make this work? Maybe if it just kind of meets down here. Like we have that little weird ledge. Do another dune over this way. I'm gonna get some more tea while my brain processes this, because it's not... Like, I know I want that there, so I gotta figure out how to do the other side. And we might need to do... We might need to rearrange the biomes a bit. But let me go get more tea. Maybe I should put food in my face, too. I've returned with tea. Oh boy, okay. Okay, I'm going to delete this layer. Delete this layer. I got too many layers. Okay. I don't need this up right now. Layer, transform, flip. Layer, transform, flip. It's got the mountain range, so I think it'd be cool if it was like near here. I just don't think that's gonna work. We might need a different reference image. Images. I think we might just need something more like this. Save image. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Might need something more like this. But like that way. So we come out of the previous scene into like some desert stuff. And we can just do kind of like this. And we can have footprints kind of coming down. And then maybe we have the forest with the arching trees down here. Oh, maybe So we got that, right? And then maybe we do the meadow, the rolling hills with the flowers. We can put a little scrubby I don't know, like, other than doing like the sand dune texture, I don't know if we can really make it look more sand dune-y. We could put the bear up here. What the frick am I doing? Alright, with maybe some of this scrubby brush. And then we do the flowers. And then we do the tree archway. Something like that. I like the rope one better. Okay. Sorry, I was messing around. They have different stabilizer options. And I don't actually have the stabilizer on. Let's draw this out. So we need a picture of the polar bear walking as reference. So we're going to keep this because I think, maybe not that one. We're going to keep this one because it has a better picture of the texture. So we can kind of draw it in a little bit. So this one can go away. We didn't even really look at that one. I feel like if it was from the other side, I mean, maybe that would be better. Because then we can have them come in and walking down the slopes. And it feels like it looks more dune-y. And we can put like a little cloud cover or something back there. Might do that. Let's hide that. Or maybe even put this one back on, but like even lighter. Maybe we do. And then we can make this like clouds. And then we can have like the prince coming down. Right? And then we can have the bear. Then he's hidden behind the flower field. And then that's trees. And that's the arch for the trees. Because then we have this texture there. We can have the texture there. We can have the texture there. The texture there. I think I like that better. Because it swoops us into everything else. Well, it swoops us into some of everything. We might need to put the forest up here and then the meadow down here. So let's do... We do the forest cave, forest tunnel. Right, we got the path. And we do... And we got flowers everywhere. And that kind of goes down into here. And we can draw the bear. Maybe they're sitting in the flowers. Okay. So this one, again, we got like clouds. Bear walking. We got the texture, we got the texture, texture, texture. And then we got trees, our little tree cave. We can put the bear walk in there too. Right, and there's like a little path. And then flowers with the bear sitting. Okay, I think I got it. It only took like an hour, but I think I got how this one's going to work out. And alright, trash, trash. Do I have a polar bear walking? I thought I did. I got a couple. I got them sitting, which would be good for the flowers. Oh, I do. Okay. So we're gonna keep that one for the texture. Delete. And keep that for the texture. Wow, we're keeping this one for the texture technically. I don't know what that is. I don't need that. I don't need that, and I don't need that. Actually. No, not that one. Okay, yeah, those can go away. So I want this polar bear and maybe this one. We'll bring him in anyways. Where's the one with them laying down? I think this one. So we got all our reference images. We can hide them all for now because we're not using them just yet. Hide you. So we're gonna do some sketch refining first. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Hey, Cherry, how are you? I apologize if I didn't notice you in a timely manner. I was focusing. How have you been? My breakfast bowl's kind of full. Smash it. It's raining. Oh my god. I would love some rain right now. It's been cooling off, but it's still like nice. A little chilling on the sofa. Ah. I've been getting so many like scam call things lately. It's really annoying. And after answering that last one, oh shit. After answering this last one that it looked like it'd come from my doctor's office, and it was a freaking survey, like super hesitant to answer my phone. As I was saying, it's been cooling off, but like, I think yesterday was 78 Fahrenheit. It's also been really humid. You're shocked? Oh, I hate talking on the phone. I had a lot of jobs in my 20s where I like basically had to answer the phone because I worked at a hotel. It's front desk, so you had to answer the phone to make people's reservations and stuff. And people are not nice. People are just not nice. It is basically, it was, hello, this is the hotel I work at. My name is Carissa. How can I help you? And it was always a lot of, okay, let me see what I've got. And you pull up the reservations or available spaces, and you're like, okay, I'm sorry, I don't have anything available today. You can call these other hotels. They may have something available. It's a busy weekend. And then people would show up. You know, like, hypothetical. This happened all the time. So people would call and try to make reservations for like a week in one of the units that could hold like a whole family. So it'd be like a 2 or 3 bedroom suite, not like 2 rooms attached. It'd be like a whole suite, so like a kitchenette and everything. Think like extended stay America type things. And we had a handful of them. So they would call and be like, okay, hey, I'm coming. I've got like a total of 6 people, 2 parents, 3 kids. And we'd look and see if we had the space. And we're like, oh, we don't have anything other than like the little itty bitty teeny singles for junior enlisted people. And so, you know, be like, I'm sorry, we don't have space. You know, you can try these other hotels. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, they would just show up. Like, they would just show up in front of the hotel, and it'd be like a dad and the mom carrying like one of their youngest kids and the 2 other kids like in tow, and they would walk into the hotel and be like, hey, we're here to see if you guys have any space available. And I'm like, that's freaking bananas. And they would, you just know, like after like the second or third time of you experiencing this, they're bringing their kids to try to guilt trip you into magically having a space available in your hotel for them. And it never worked. It never worked. We like literally the suites, the family unit type things, they were always sold out. Whether it be somebody there for a really long time. Yeah, people would do that though. It's freaking bananas. And you'd have younger enlisted people that didn't have kids, like making reservations. And there are very strict rules on who we could put into a specific type of rooms. If you had kids, you have fur babies. You leveraging them? But yeah, we have like very strict rules on who could go into what type of room. And you have all these like junior enlisted people trying to bring their girlfriends or boyfriends and, getting one of the little tiny single rooms with the little single beds. And they have like shared bathrooms. So it's not like, if you put a female in one room, you had to put a female in the adjoining bathroom. And these people would try to sneak their girlfriends or boyfriends in and be like, no, the room is for me. And then like this boyfriend is standing behind them or sitting in one of the chairs in the lobby waiting for them to make. I'm like, yeah, we can't do that. We just can't do that. People are flipping selfish. I'm also selfish, just saying. But I don't feel like I would try to make a reservation, be told that there is no space, and then bring my whole family out of the car to see if we had space. Like, I think one of the adults should have gone in and asked if there was space. Not freaking bring the kids. You having your kids in tow is not going to magically make a space appear. Ugh. Food is amazing. Oh god, I could rant about that job all day. I dropped my stylus. I gotta go pick it up. Alright, I've picked it up. Okay. Oh, see, I haven't gotten there. I have a few family members that call because they're old school like that. But yeah, I just don't answer the phone. Like, unless I think it's like my doctor's office or something. Like, who wants to talk to a scammer? Ugh. I should do that. I should set up ringtones for the people that I actually want to talk to. I mean, when they call, I really don't want to talk to them either, but, like, out of politeness, I answer the phone because they're, like, related to me and stuff. And this person's like, it's a scammer or a survey or something like that. Because they never leave a message. Right? Like, even years ago when we were going through a really financial tight time, even the collection agencies would, like, leave messages. Be like, hey, this is a message for so-and-so, calling from whatever agency, please call us back or whatever. This is about a debt from whatever company we had a debt with at the time. Like, they call and leave messages. And so, like, them not leaving a message just automatically makes me think that it's a scammer. Like, even the doctor's office be like, hey, this message is for so-and-so. Please call us back at Dr. So-and-so's office. Right? I might do that. Like, 3 people that call me might get some ringtones. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Look at that. Talking to people made my life better. All right. We're working on this again. No, we're not. We're going to take some food. I made the worst smelling dinner yesterday. I made chicken with garbanzo beans / chickpeas, whatever you want to call them, in mushroom soup gravy. And some noodles. Made some like pasta to go with it. And some peas and carrots? Yeah, peas and carrots. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans smell so bad when you're cooking them. Ugh. They taste fine. Like, everything tasted fine, but they smell like stale Doritos, moldy socks, gym clothes, like, all smashed together. It's disgusting. It was a tasty meal. But, I'm going to use black beans or kidney beans or something. I'm going to use some other beans next time I try that. Because that smell was so gross. It made me not hungry. Okay. So, thinking what we do is... oh, this is perfect. So we've got this green stuff we can just turn into some shrubberies. And then also turn into trees up there. Right? So this is the shrubber trees. I don't usually color code my sketches, but today it's gonna help, I think. And then we've got tree trunks going back. I feel like if we do this lime green kind of hurts my eyes. I'm just gonna say it. Undo. Because we need... I think we do kind of something like that. We might even have... Okay. Then we do our sand dune. Ooh, undo. We go. No, we gotta go that way. Yes. Okay. Got that. Got that. And then I think I'm gonna kind of undo. A little bit like that. So we need the front bear here. We need a side bear here. We need another side bear there, and then a sitting bear there. Okay. That's not gonna be green. That's gonna be pink, or it's gonna be like not green. Yo.
So, the guy that was going to do the brakes is tied up. He's been working on his landlord's car.
Okay.
And so I walked over to the place over on G Street.
Hang on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to listen to my spouse's story. Boop. Back to work. I got to hear a story.
Good story.
It was a good story. It was a story that had like tension and drama and a happy ending. Yeah, we have to get new brakes put on our vehicle. Brakes are very important. And we're not driving the vehicle like every day. So like, you know, when you don't drive something, when things start making sounds and stuff, it's like, ah, shit. But yeah, we drove around doing some thrift shopping this weekend, looking for a couple of random things that we were hoping the thrift shop would have. They did not. And you could just hear like the brakes dragging, and I was like, ugh. We were looking for some absolutely ridiculous, stupid, wonderful, silly wolf figurines, like the little plastic barnyard zoo animal figurines, like, you know, ones that are like a couple inches big. And David ended up ordering them off of Amazon because, like, we literally went to like 5 or 6 thrift stores, rummaged around in all their toy bins, and they had like safari animals, but they didn't have like wolf type things or maybe like Pacific Northwest animals. And so we ended up ordering them, and then he photographed them and put them through generative AI, which I'm not happy about. And he came up with this horrible, cheesy image for his work. And it took several rounds of zhuzhing and prompting, and honestly, he didn't want to pay me. He has the skills to photo edit those. He's had multiple classes in like Photoshop and stuff like that. He probably could have done that in 2 hours. But I think he was, I don't know. I'm not gonna, I don't know. He has the skills to do it. He could have done it. I could have done it, but he could have done it. Again, he has the skills. Alright, and then this is going to be mostly green. Because this is all going to be flowers. I'm thinking like the little Howl's Moving Castle scene. I also wouldn't have gotten it done as fast as he wanted. Because with bad allergies comes low energy. And we'll put, I feel like we should put the bear up here. Where the bear sitting. Lady Lime can be in there somewhere. And this is like stone and maybe a little grass. Oh, hi Bean. What's up? What's up? Oh, get Minervicide. In your box? Oh, let's get the box back on the thing. So cute. So cute. But yeah, the goal was to make it look like these 4 wolves were howling at the moon. A la the cringy wolf t-shirts from the late 90s, 2000s. I think it succeeded, even though he used generative AI. Aren't they great? They're so terrible, but also very awesome. Okay, we're going to delete this one. Let's get our bears. Where, this one. Okay, so we got Mama Bear. I don't think that's the right pose. What if we go... Put you over here. Okay. We're going to put that one there. I don't think we're going to use that one. I don't think I like that one. What's this one? This could work. This one could work. Layer, transform, flip. Okay, I think we're gonna use that one instead. So this one can go bye-bye. And then I need one that's more front than that one was. Oh my gosh, okay, internet. Bear images. This one could work. Grab that one. Maybe. I kind of like this one too. Let's get that one. Reference images are amazing. The scary thing is I have to like kind of double check and make sure they're not AI because... Oh, that could be cute for the flower one. You know what? I'll be right back. I gotta go to the restroom because I started eating. I'll be back in just a minute. I might run an ad. If you're on Twitch, I'm gonna run an ad. If you're on YouTube, enjoy the music. I am back. That was surprisingly urgent and very frustrating. That's new. Comment 3, yeah. No ads is great. Sometimes there's a benefit to being on YouTube. I'm just looking in like my little dashboard, and I now have like a little mobile view that shows me what it looks like on mobile. Oh, it's me not on Twitch. Oh, I see. I see. That's good. I like that. Sneaky, sneaky. But like they added a new thing. Sorry, not new guy, same guy. But they added a new thing, so now I can see what it looks like for mobile users. That's pretty cool. You guys do not get, if you're on mobile, you do not get the full screen. I guess unless you go horizontal. But you get the important parts. You get the part where I'm actually drawing. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, if you're not already following me, comment. You should follow me. What am I doing? Right, we were finding polar bear poses for references and discussing how terrible some of the AI slop is. I like that. I'm going to save that one. I'm going to have all the polar bear images. I think, again, by the time I'm done with this, I should probably know how to draw some polar bears. Oh, that would be a good pose. I like this one too. Alright, I think we got like all the polar bear poses we will ever need. Ooh, this one's good too though. It's very aggressive. Is this a polar bear splooting? It's a polar bear splooting. I hope it's a real image. We're gonna do a little research. So happy, Goth. Tell me a little about yourself. I'm an artist. I do art. All kinds of art. Little digital art. Which is what we're working on right now. Brain. Sorry, I'm just excited. I found it's a polar bear splooting. If you don't know what splooting is, it's like when cats and dogs like lay with their back legs kind of all weird. And now we have a picture of a polar bear splooting. How hilarious is that? That is so amazing. I love it. I love it. This is like the best thing to find. And the website I got it from says it was a zoo, so it says it's from Getty Images. Could be real, could not be real. I don't see anything that says it's not real. But you never know. So we're not going to use that one, but I just wanted to share polar bear sploot. Freaking adorable. Looks like your dog. Except in white. Exactly. Okay, so I'm thinking we do this one flipped the other way, of course. Layer, transform, flip horizontal here. Where are my polar bears? So instead of that, we have the walking, like a walking one. I think that is good. Have some motions. Put it on the path. I still like this one for there. And then I got... Where'd it go? I'm thinking maybe this one for here. Facing the other way. I'm just flipping everything. For like here. Maybe we put him coming over the dunes so we just see like his front legs. And then we can make a butt a little bit. That shouldn't be too bad. I think that might work. He's gonna be way smaller though. Like, yay small. I feel bad for having to make him walk through a desert. It's kind of not nice. I think that's where we're go. Oh, and we need the other one where he's knocking on the door. He doesn't have to be like actually knocking on the door, but is it this one that I got for that? I don't like how his head's faced, but like I think that overall the pose is okay. No, don't like it. Never mind. I don't like it. I'm not gonna use that one. I might just use this one for there. Nope, wrong one. Transform. Flip. And it's gonna be right here. Maybe a wee bit bigger. Something like that. We can make some adjustments if we need to. All right, more food. I can't believe I, like, eat so late on Wednesdays, kind of on average. It's very annoying. It throws the whole day off. Okay. I guess it means we don't put that there. You know, this might be more of a silhouette situation. like some something like that. Okay, now let's go down to this one. Lady Lime is sitting up there. God, I've got so many bears. Okay, did that one. This one. This is the one that we're looking at. I'm thinking maybe a little smaller. We're either gonna go a little smaller or a little bigger. If we go bigger, we want it to be poking up over. So maybe there. We'll put the bear up there so it's like breaking that line. God, now I just keep thinking about like all the terrible families that I've interacted with when I was in the military working at the hotel. Working at the base hotel. I do think this is a good pose because we can put Lady Lime over here. His paws are going to be buried in flowers, so I'm not super worried about that. So the flowers need to be really small. That is something that I have discovered or figured out, which is fine. Maybe put Lady Lime down here. Maybe she's holding up some flowers. Standing in some flowers. Alright, now I need to do the last bear. So I'm thinking. But his head is facing the other way, so I don't think we need this. And Lady Lime is up there. Okay, let's hide that. Let's see what our better sketch looks like. Okay, I'm kind of digging this because it starts super simple and then it like gets more complicated as we go across, and I think that'll work. I think it'll be balanced in some weird way. Of course, we got to put some texture in the sand to make it obvious it's sand and not like more snow. Would a cursed prince who is cursed to be a polar bear live in an area that is more suited to polar bears? Or would he live in an area more suited to his humanoid princeness? Like, do we need to make some of the snow? Like, do we put snow on the ground? Around the cliffside? The days I run out of like yogurt or berries or whatever are always sad. I do enjoy my berries and yogurt for breakfast. So much faster than actually like making a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich or something. Although it is always a sad time when I run out of tea. But I don't need any more. Not like yesterday. Oh my god, my allergies were so bad yesterday. It was kind of hard to breathe. And the caffeine and heat in tea helps like relax the inflammation in your airways and stuff. So I had several cups of, it's probably why I couldn't sleep. I had several cups of tea yesterday. It's not fun. Do not recommend. All right. So I kind of feel like this is a pretty good representation of the first couple sentences in the paragraph. She wrote a long, pardon me, oh good Lord, I apologize. She rode a long, long way until they came to a steep cliff. The white bear knocked on it, and a door opened. I take it back. We've got 2 sentences. We have a full page for 2 sentences. I'm okay with that. Because all the rest of this is going to be really hard to draw. Like, the rest of the stuff on this is going to be hard, I think. A challenge. Because the door opens and they came to a castle. They came into a castle. So the castle is in the cliff. Like Hobbit hole, but castle. And there were many rooms all lit up. I have a sketch in my sketchbook about how I'm going to draw that. I don't know if it's going to be what we're going to do, but at least I've been thinking about it. And the rooms are gleaming with silver and gold. That's going to be really challenging to draw in black and white in line drawings, but we'll figure something out. Further, there was a table set there, and it was all as grand could be. So we're going to have an image of, so after this, the next panel is going to be a castle, like, the entryway to the castle. Not really sure how I'm going to draw it. I have an idea, but I'm humming and hawing over it. Like, again, I have a sketch for that. There were many rooms all lit up. I think a door opened and they came into a castle, and there were many rooms all lit up. Rooms gleaming with silver and gold. That's going to be one image. And then further, there was a table set there, and it was as grand could be. That's going to be a separate one. Then the white bear gave her a silver bell. That's going to be like a smaller little image. It's probably just going to be like his... It's either going to be like a bell hanging off a claw or a bell hanging out of his mouth. I think the claw would be easier to draw in a way, but also kind of threatening. So I don't know if we want to do that, because I don't feel like this was supposed to be a threatening scene. But, I mean, we can talk about it when we get there. It's going to be like another 3 weeks. And when she wanted anything, she only had to ring it, and she would get it at once. We don't have to draw that, because that's like the subtext of getting the bell. And then after she had eaten and it became evening. I mean, so we've got, so this panel, the castle with the rooms, the dinner table, and a bell. So this paragraph, this first paragraph, is going to be 4 drawings. Which I'm okay with. Because the goal is to kind of make like a little comic book type thing. Basically what I did with the Adventures of Sir Lemon last time. And I think we'll be okay. And then I have to decide if I want to, what I want to do with this. But I've got like, another hour and a bit, so let's get to doing the actual line work on this. All right. Maybe they're crossing the desert at night. Which would be very smart, right? It would be very smart. Okay, where is our desert? Perfect. That is what we want. And we need to get some texture going on. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Okay. I hadn't saved in forever. Good thing I remembered. Okay. And oh, I like that. It's so cute. All right. The only other thing we need to do is we need to put Lady Lime up here, or Lady Lemon up here. Okay, saving that. Very good. Okay, so we need... I think we need a moon. I think it needs to be like over here. that was not a successful circle. Something like that. Like that. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Kind of looks like he's looking at the moon, but we know where he's actually looking. We do. We 100% do. Alrighty. Okay. Next, the forest area. I think we're going to draw the bear first, though. Am I on the right size pen? No. Crap. $70. I'm gonna have to redraw this. I should have checked the size before. Pardon me. All right.
It's so hard to open my eyes. I'm blind to the light from the sky. I'm dealing with things I can't write. And all of you know it's been no easy road. But I keep working harder, going harder just to prove something. Burning out, I can't do shit for weeks. Guess I prove nothing. Everybody wants my work for free. I know you have the money, things are looking different. I'm not putting up with you, not anymore. And I know you think you still can take advantage. And you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away. Away from me. And I know you think you still can take advantage. But it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away.
Okay. So we got... Oh, we gotta do the moon and stuff again. Ugh.
Lost myself, now I'm fully disguised. My heart got bruised up, so I put it on ice. Been told that I wouldn't make it in this life, but now all of you see there's so much room for me.
Minerva snoring. It's so cute. Let's see if we can get it on. Nope. Cable's not long enough. It's so cute though. Okay, so we can delete that one. We can turn this back on. Save. Okay, let's get the forest polar bear in. It's this one. Yes. That is the wrong layer. No, I'm not going to do that. You're such a sweet little monster. All curled up all cutely. Okay, that's going to be behind, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. Okay, I think we can hide that. I don't like how his head is right here. All right, so we can. We need to go from the front to the back. Whoop. Yeah, let's get. Oh, shoot. Undo, undo, undo. Let's erase that a little bit. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. We're making progress. I know I've gotten quiet. It's because I'm working. I'm focusing. I almost deleted it. I think we're going to have to adjust some of these. Oh, actually, that's probably okay. And we can just... Have I made this challenging to myself? Yes, I did. But it's okay, because mental exercise is good for the brain. What's that bean in a box? Oh, little bean in a box. Little Minerva in a box. Oh, she's all squished down into her little box. She's adorable. Oh, I like that. Oh, it looks good. How did I do that? is looking pretty good. Okay, and we could put some pebble textures down here. Oh, look at it. It looks so cool. Except for this one spot right here. I don't know what was going on there. We're just going to erase that. Very cool. I like how down here it really smushes together. I think it's awesome. Awesome sauce. Alright, next scene. We need our other bear. It's, this one, right? Not that one? No, it's this one. We're getting there. It's out. Oh, I got a little box. Oh, this should be that little blendy thing.
Thank you, my nervous.
Isn't she adorable in her little box?
She is. He's being extra adorable, too.
Yeah, it's because he thinks you're going to let him outside.
No, he's been just attention.
Oh, does he need, like, more play
No, he
than
wants
yesterday?
he wants Scruffle pets.
I spent, like, $5 more on this one than the last one.
What, oh, the
whiskey thing.
What's going on, Wayland?
in my recycling box. I had to buy a new one of these. My other one just died. You know how, like, challenging it was to find one that just didn't have, like, a bazillion attachments? Like, it was wild. But this one looks nice, and it's got, like, a protective lid. Oh, that's right. It's rechargeable, too. Very cool. Is the double whisk better for frothiness? Oh, yes. It feels secure and stuff. Perfect. And now I don't have to worry about it, like, getting broken in the drawer. So, you know, like, you have the big utensil drawer. I don't have a drawer specifically for electronic stuff in the kitchen. We don't really have a lot of those. Okay. We will put Lady Lime. Can't really see her, she's so tiny. But she is going to be offering some flowers. Okay. I think we'll hide that. We can do some larger ones up here. Aww. What's up with that sound, Bean? Itchy ear. Oh, control save. I might have to stop for the day, but we did really good, I think. Not only did we come up with a sketch, but we got like maybe half of it drawn. Maybe not quite half. So we have the mountain to do, and we need to finish up the little flower meadowy thing. You know what? I'm gonna give myself another like 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes. So 10 minutes to do a little bit more on the meadow. And then we'll do the journal entry and then I'll sign off. I do have stuff to do before I head out for the day. I have no clue what that was supposed to be. Fearless. Do 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 do. We're gonna have to zoom in some more. Do. This is my favorite spot. Right here. This is my favorite spot. The bear's pretty cool. The silhouetted bear, pretty cool. But this little sand dune into tree, favorite spot. So we're gonna do a couple more here, because this is kind of gonna go into some shrubbery. Actually, we could probably draw that here. Yeah. Save. And then we can kind of maybe we put a cave over here. Save. Oh, let's make this a little, there we go. All right, so next week we'll just do the rest of the mountains, and then we'll have to think about how we're going to do the entrance to the castle. Oh, this is so cute. It feels a very epic adventure, especially if we combine it with the previous panel, which is this one. Like, we got the house, and then we have like a little river area, and then like a little tundra-y area, and then they continue through a desert, and then through a forest with like a really cool tree tunnel, and then they hang out in a little meadow with flowers for a bit, and then they walk along the cliffs, and then they open the cliff doors, and then there's a castle. Now we still kind of have to decide, do we put some snow around the castle cliff thing? Like, does the polar bear, does the polar bear, does the cursed prince live in a more humanish suitable habitat, or does he live in a more polar bear suitable habitat? That is the question that we are asking. This line feels wrong. Their heads are so small compared to the rest of their bodies. Like, crazy. It's crazy. This is coming out so good. I am so happy with how this is going. Exciting. Okay. We save. I'm gonna leave this on the screen, and then I am gonna go and find my journal folder, and we will do a quick journal entry. I didn't do a huge amount of crazy things this week, so it's the 19th. 9. We can get rid of the copy. Enter. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. Oh, wait. We need the journal, just in case I did something that I forgot that I did. I need to start redigitizing my, start work on digitizing my paper journals again. Did I tell you guys I watched School for Scoundrels? Like, had it in one of my journal entries, and I really enjoyed it. And then I actually watched it. Like, I actually went and watched School for Scoundrels. And it was okay. It was okay. Alright, so. So the first quote-unquote game we do for a journal entry is the high for this week. And because I didn't do a whole lot other than complain about how hot it was, I think my high was on Sunday. I went and had dinner with a friend. I think that's my high. And it wasn't ridiculously expensive. It was like $30. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was like $30 with the tip. My low, really hot and unmotivated. Oh yeah, I spent like $60 at the food walk on Friday, which kind of sucked. And this is why I write things down, because I will forget that I did that. I mean, not forget that I did that. I had a really nice crepe there. It was a food walk. There's a whole bunch of like little food trucks and stuff, and a couple artists and vendors selling other things. But I got this. This family was running a crepe stand, and they had like savory crepes with like goat cheese and spinach. So like, think like a Greek Euro type crepe, Euro type thing, but like in a really thin shell. It was French crepe meets Greek food. So I got one of those for David. And then I got myself a lemon drop one, which was like a crepe and like a really sour like lemon curd on it with a little bit of lemon juice and then powdered sugar, and it was really good. Like, it was so good. It was very sour though. But, like, if I decide I want to make some crepes or get, like, some frozen crepes or something, I would definitely do that again. A little crepe, smear some lemon curd on it, sprinkle a little lemon juice on that, fold it, and then put some powdered sugar over top of it. It was so nice. It was really refreshing, actually. And maybe instead of powdered sugar, which again was really good, it was like a lemon head, but like crepe form. But I think I would put honey on it instead, and maybe even some feel like, I don't know, I feel like it was like, it's a really good base for some other things, and I think you could do some cool things with it. Okay, so what happened last week? This week was so hot. It might be, oh. Hey, I need to lower this so I can type. And I spelled B-B-E-E instead of just B-E. Might be getting cooler, but it is still too hot for me. Tuesday was down to 78 Fahrenheit, but it still was very bright. Should start checking the UV index also. The good thing is, compared to last week, the air quality is so much better. Like, everything on the other side of the mountains is still burning. It's still on fire. I feel Oregon is so bad right now. Like, remember a couple years ago? I want to say a couple years ago, like 5 years ago, Australia was on fire. Oregon right now is like that level of on fire. It's wild. It sucks so bad. And it's just been so dry here. Everything's a fire hazard. Standing out in this, going out to the park and just standing in the sun with your phone out, if your phone reflects the sun towards a tree, it's a fire hazard. Like, everything's terrible. The food walk is pretty cool. The food walk is also smaller than it usually is. Like, there were like 5 or 6 spaces that didn't have anybody in them, and that's unusual for the food walk. It was probably half the size. Maybe not half the size, like, it lost a third of its vendors from last year, and then a few years ago, it was the little street and then a parking lot. So it's half the size it was a couple of years ago. Heck, there were, I want to say, like, pre-COVID, so like 2018, so it's like, what, 6 years ago? Maybe 7 years ago? It took up 2 parking lots and 2 little side streets. And some vendors in one of the parking lots were, like, not happy because they were a little ways away from the main part of the event, and so they felt like people weren't coming down to see them. But, like, it was huge for a while. And I'm wondering if it's, like, just the people that manage it or just didn't have enough time to put more effort into it this year, or if it's just too expensive and they just couldn't do it. Which, highly possible. Oh, in the goat cheese crepes, there was like 2 of them. Like, it was so big. I mean, it was like $17. So, like, it was expensive, but... And a... deep fried cheese. Deep fried cheese on a stick. I also got him a, I think the business was called Puffle Up. And they had Korean cheese dogs. And it was like almost funnel cake batter on a cheese stick. Like not mozzarella cheese stick, not like a deep fried cheese stick, like a chunk of cheddar with like a sweeter batter on it, and then covered in like different sauces. I think I got him all the sauces, which was like sriracha, ranch, and something else. And he said that without the sauces, it would have been too sweet. I didn't try it, but it was really interesting, he said. If I hadn't been so tired, I probably would have got him one that was like half hot dog, half cheese. Because I think that could have also been really interesting. But their big thing was cheese hot dogs, so I got him that. If you haven't, and if it's the open season for your medical stuff coming up, make sure you renew your medical insurance if it is something your employer offers. I know a lot of companies have like their fiscal year starts in September, and this is like now that time for them to do their end of year enrolling for medical insurance and stuff, so you should definitely take care of that. I've been debating on whether I want to close to cash out what little money I have invested in crypto. I think I have a little bit in Ethereum. And I'm wondering if I should cash it out, just because like it's been on a downward trend and I still higher than when I invested. So like instead of making like $1,000, like I think I put in like $300. So instead of making like $600, I mean, like I would still cash out above the 200 that I put in originally, and it's been a long time. So I'm like wondering if I should just like cut my losses on that one, and then I could reinvest into some other things. I'm looking for a renewable energy source company to invest in, or I could just invest back into like the Vanguard 500 or whatever medium. I don't know, but I've been thinking about it, and I checked in on my stuff this weekend, and I'm just like, ugh. And we'll check in a couple weeks and see where it's at. If it's gone up a little bit, maybe I'll cash out. I don't know, but it's just this past year has been terrible for crypto. And I cashed out my Bitcoin a while ago. I want to say when all that Logan Paul stuff kicked off with like the crypto zoo thing, I think that's about the time I cashed out my Bitcoin. So that was over a year ago. Wow. Da, 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 da. Saturday. It's on Saturday. Stores. We didn't go to Goodwill when we went to the thrift stores. We went to like a whole bunch of like other little ones. Like we went and hit up Vincent de Paul because Vincent de Paul's usually got so much kitchenware. If you need kitchenware and you have a Vincent de Paul in your area, I would go hit them up. They had, I haven't been there in a few years, but it was basically like inverse. Usually you walk into a thrift store and it's like just the front area is full of clothing. Their front area was like mostly kitchenware and like recent acquisitions. Like they had a whole bunch of Hawaiian shirts with giant Falcon logos, like the sports team, the Falcons logo on them. And I think if it hadn't had that huge Falcons logo on it, they'd have been really cool. Like they had a really nice pattern. They were like most of them were like reds and pinks and like the traditional like Hawaiian flowers, but like more of like a softer watercolor vibe. It was really nice. I liked them, but again, like the Falcons logo was like 4 inches on the breast of the shirt. It was fucking gigantic. And yeah, you can take the embroidery off, but the fabric there is completely foobarred, so definitely not necessarily worth it. Let's see if we get back around 3. So, right. And we checked on the snake. We snake sat kind of over the weekend. Some friends went camping and they have a snake, so we went and checked in on them a couple times that week. So cool. The snake did nothing. Literally, I think he moved like half an inch. It's totally fine. It was so warm. Sunday brought. Okay. Oh my god, I'm just remembering how full I was after eating with my friend on Sunday. I was so full. I like voluntarily walked like a mile afterwards just because I was so full and I felt like if I sat down I was gonna explode. And I was full the whole rest of the night. Usually I'll like want like a snack or something at like 8 or 9. And I was so full. So full. Let's see, Monday and Tuesday were pretty eventful. Just chores. Alright, that's not bad. How many words are we at? 325 words in about 20 minutes. I did stop and talk a lot. It's like 2/3 of a page. It's not bad for a weekend where, like, our week where I feel like I didn't do anything when I actually did do stuff. Okay. Well, we are done. Next week we will finish this panel. Oh, Minerva's going. She's making a beeline. Never mind. She's just going to sit there. Her back is like right there. She is so silly. She's staring at the window. I wonder if like a bird or something was sitting over there. Who knows? Okay. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There we go. Yeah, I think we did pretty good. We did the whole sketch layer, which was a challenge because there was like 8 of them. Maybe only 6, but there was a lot of sketch layers. We did pretty good there. And we did make huge progress. And we got to see a polar bear splooting. It was so cute. And, yeah. I think we're done. I will see you guys next week, unless something wildly crazy happens. I don't think it will. Maybe the weather will be better and I can stop complaining about how hot it is. Like, ugh. And how bad my allergies are. Yesterday was terrible. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop complaining now. I am gonna sign out and go take a shower and stuff so I can go to Seattle. Bye.
Can't stay in one place, we been outside, going at it all day till it's nighttime. Now I can't see straight, but it's alright. I'm doing things my way. I'm going all about I'm going in one way. I'm going down, I'm going down, I'm going. Driving, 4-wheel driving, smoking at the house, I can feel the heat rising. Time spent wilding, need a psychiatrist. Your lies ain't a price, baby, I am not buying it. Can't stop. much motion. You hide your emotion. I'm fully loaded. Don't ever lie, I'm just a drop in the ocean. You sort of don't know where to act, baby. Need some money in the city where the bags at. Took her out of work and now she never going back to it. Said it feels better when you come and put your hands on it. Oh yeah. Don't got no money, so you spending mine. Back to LA and now we going up. Came from the back and now we in the front. Still in the club and now you know we letting time fly.